Hi guys, hope you're well. So me and Tesco are super committed to helping you guys get more veg into your life in the most delicious way. And this recipe is an absolute barnstormer. It's risotto primavera. So we're going to be celebrating the lovely asparagus and backing that up is some lovely peas. So the beginning of every risotto we ever make starts with onions. So I'm going to use 2 onions. Okie dokie. So in a pan, we'll go in with some olive oil. We want to fry the onions now. This is one of my favorite veggies of all time. This is where it went into the ground. It's a bit more woody here. So if you just bend the asparagus, see where it just cracked? And if I take 4 or 5, see how they all do it at different levels? So what I've got here is 1.2 litres of lovely veggie stock. Those stalks that I've sort of taken to one side, I'm not going to throw that away, okay? Because that is full of flavour. So if I just get these stalks and sort of crush them. So I just crack them so they release that flavour even more, and that goes into the stock. Then back to the asparagus, the most prized piece are these tips. We'll chop the tips off right here for kind of, let's call it garnish, right? So we can see it, and we don't want to overcook it. However, this bit, that's full of flavour. So I'm going to finely slice this now. This is what's going to give the risotto most of its flavour. So just fry this off now for about 5 to 10 minutes until they're all really, really soft and it's nice and tasty. So in the meantime, I'm going to prep some mint. So what I do is I just take off the bigger leaves here and put them to one side. And then the small, cute leaves, I'm going to save for garnish. And then the stalks, we can get those in the stock. So into the stock they go. And then look, this is softened up beautiful. Now we're going to go in with the risotto rice. You know, for me, I reckon every house should have a packet of this, right? Just sitting there waiting because, you know, risotto is one of those things that most people love. So you want about 300 grams of beautiful risotto rice in there. And we'll stir that into the onions and the asparagus. So if you just fry that risotto rice off a little bit, it starts to go translucent. We're going to start adding the stock, ladle at a time. So I'll use a little sieve just to catch any bits. And you can see, frying straight away. We'll stir it in, and then once it's gone, we'll add some more. And that's the recipe. Basically, you add the stock bit by bit, and once it's mainly cooked away, then you add some more. If you look in the pan, you can see how it's already starting to get creamy. In about 18 minutes, that rice will be cooked. So I'm using something completely not Italian, which is a cottage cheese. So the Parmesan is our authentic friend. Another great product, by the way. Absolutely brilliant. So I'm going to grate some of that. So definitely the fine side of the grater. Back over here. Wow, it smells so good. Now, when it comes to the rest of the mint here, what I love to do is just gather it up and sort of just roll it up, and then we're going to finally slice it. Okay, so we're about 16 minutes in, and I've added nearly most of the stock. So I'm going to go in with the asparagus tips. So the theory there is that we get all the flavour, all the sweetness from the stalks. Really, really nice. So the asparagus tips go in. So just give yourself a handful of lovely frozen peas. And again, the peas are already blanched, so they don't need loads of cooking. So at this stage in the game, what I'm going to do is 2 things. Turn off the heat, because that's done. I'll just put a nice bit of extra virgin olive oil in there. Then I'll go in with the cottage cheese, like that. And then a nice handful of Parmesan. And then our fresh mint. So it all goes in at the end, off the heat. And then I kind of fold it in and look at the change. So although the cottage cheese is totally not Italian, the curds start to act like oozy mozzarella. So lid goes on top, let it relax for a minute or 2, right? Let's serve it on a nice platter. So I quite like serving these either in the bowl, if I'm going to be rustic and scruffy, or on a lovely big old platter. I'll take this off. Look at that, guys. It looks so good. Guys, look at that texture. And try not to splash yourself like me. Okay, look at that. Oozy, gorgeous risotto. Come on, what a dish. Finish it with those beautiful mint tips. With a little bit of Parmesan. What a thing. Let's have a little try. Wow. It's the sweetness from the peas and the asparagus. Oh, that is spring in a mouthful with the Parmesan and the little curds of cheese. So, 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 so good. So guys, what are you waiting for? Get down to Tesco's, get the ingredients and have a little cook up and enjoy a beautiful risotto like that. Take care.